Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Adrian. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's play some BioShock 2. We're going to be playing BioShock 2. We're going to be continuing our BioShock series. So let's have some fun. This is going to be a 1-hour special, if you guys are wondering. So I'll try and get to an hour. See, we can actually get through probably quite a bit of this game in about an hour. So, just for anybody joining in now, we've been playing the BioShock series, and we're going to be going on to the second game. Now, this is the thing with the second game. I actually don't think the story is better than the first, but I do actually think some of the gameplay, some of the gunplay, and actually some of the ideological themes in BioShock are actually explored more in this game than they are in the previous one. So, when we get to ideological disputes and things like that, and kind of like some background on the characters and the main figures of the game, we'll be I'll be expanding on that a little bit. I want your thoughts on it and what you guys think. So let's jump on in. We're gonna do hard difficulty. Splicer is a term used to describe inhabitants of Rapture whose excessive use of plasmids has wrecked their minds. We're playing BioShock 2 Remastered technically, so this game's gonna look better than normally it would. I'll try not to spoil anything either. (1958) beneath the Atlantic Ocean.
Look, Daddy, it's you. Let's go out to play, Daddy. More angels, Daddy. This way.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger they are, harder they are! Get out of here, freak!
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
Holy living shit! Okay, so first let's turn down this sensitivity here.
In the house of upside, sailor's top floor, attic's ground.
Okay.
In the house of upside down, laughing cries and smiles frown. In the house of upside down, found is lost.
Interesting. What the hell is that singing? I don't know. Okay. So first off, as you guys notice, we are a Big Daddy. That will be explained a little bit more in later episodes, but just for the gist of it now, we just are a Big Daddy. Let's just say we're one of the first Big Daddies. You know. Because remember, you gotta remember the year was 1958. The year was 1958. And that was before the Civil War, and that was around the time when these guys were first they started trying to figure out, how to use Big Daddies to collect Atom and things. So, wow, this game looks really good. So BioShock 2 Remastered definitely looks fucking pretty sexy. I mean, it wasn't a bad game to look at in general, but now it looks really good. So apparently we're in Adonis Luxury Resort. And Fallen is Babylon. So we're in the year 1968, which is 8 years after the events of the first game, BioShock. So things are a little different in Rapture now. Things are a little different. Apparently, we were resurrected at a Vita chamber, which is pretty cool. So as, because we are one of the first Big Daddies, you can imagine that we're a little bit more human than the rest of them. Which is pretty significant. It's going to be significant for the story later on. Holy shit. Okay. Let's explore. Nice little tutorial for us. If you've never played BioShock 2, you're really missing out. I don't know what the fuck that was. Well, I do, you don't. Lamb is watching. She must be watching me. I imagine. Gotta make sure to explore.
Lesson 1, Mop Jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
Cool. So a couple of the controls are a little different. F is now an action key instead of things. I think it was E last game. I might actually have to change it back. We'll see. Cool. Plasma therapies, huh? Okay. From Eleanor. Please hurry, Daddy. Come soon to come find me.
Daddy was sleeping. for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Daddy!
Interesting. Interesting indeed. So we have plasmids now, but we are Big Daddy. That interesting. It's kind of cool.
Oh, the heavens opened. I saw them open. Oh, the beauty of the revelation.
Oh, yes. Is someone called? Salvation lays far beyond your
I'm gonna go over there. That's where we need to go. Seems like a good place to go.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Whoa. Okay.
To my daughter, Eleanor, soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor, yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
Oh, it's through social psychiatry. So the thing is Andrew Ryan was not concerned about mental health and Rapture because
Adam in weeks.
obviously every individual was, you know,
This is Dr.
their own
Sophia
gene.
Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Ah, to the Rapture family. So, if it wasn't... Ooh. Rapture's best and brightest. Check it out. Dr. Yi Su Chung, Sophia Lamb, Andrew Ryan. That's probably Sander Cohen. That's Tenenbaum. Who the hell is that? No, that might be Sander Cohen. One of those dudes. I think for sure one of those dudes. That might be Sander Cohen. Possibly, I think one of them is Dr. Steinman. Or Sullivan. Sullivan was the security chief. And then that's Tenenbaum for sure. Holy shit, she looks just not happy. So, you gotta remember that in BioShock, right? The original BioShock, it was Ryan versus Atlas. And Atlas pretended to be, you know, kind of leader of the people, you know, kind of communist sort of socialist kind of person. But really, he was just Frank Fontaine. And Frank Fontaine really didn't have any ideals. He didn't believe anything, you know? Here in BioShock 2, though, you might find that Lamb is actually a little different. She actually believes in something. We'll see what it is that she believes in, though, later on.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Interesting, okay. So in 1968, Tenenbaum had left at some point before that time and tried to free the little sisters, and now somebody's making more. Damn, Perfect Gun's pretty good. Let's actually turn up the volume a little bit. Let's actually go up to like maybe... Yeah, it's a little better probably. Hey, wrench. So she had left Rapture at one point. Tenenbaum had left Rapture. Probably our character Jack in the previous game had something to do with it. But now she's back for some reason. So control is the heal button. I don't really like that. I know F was that before. Fire weapon. Let's see. Freeze plasmin. Hack is B. Uses. Let's go for E. Gun butt or drill dash. Shift. First aid. Let's make it F like it was in the previous game. Let's make T for the diaries. B is to hack. Okay. Yeah, so we'll keep the bindings like they were in the previous game, I think. Not too much sense in changing them since I already kind of remember everything from the first one.
Barely made it down alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
Okay, so a guy named Mark Meltzer came here in a bathysphere. Yeah, this is, okay, so he came here to Bathysphere. And he seems to be looking for his daughter. We don't know how old that audio diary is, though, so who knows? Could have been years ago. Word from Dr. Lamb. Jesus.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
Holy shit. Damn, girl. Bitch. Shit, girl. Suck ass. Alright, we're out of health kits now. Can't carry any more fuel.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Interesting. The Rapture family.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child,
Oh shit.
given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
Interesting. When Diane speaks. So Diane McClintock wanted to have kids with Andrew Ryan, but all he wanted to do was get away from her. And he was considering having kids with her after the new year, but she got injured and eventually joined Atlas after the Kashmir restaurant, the Battle of the Kashmir restaurant. And that was in 1959. We will be reborn in the womb of the ocean. What the fuck? Interesting. Demeter's Banquet Hall. Damn! That was fun, cool. That was dope. Well, at least we get to breathe underwater, right?
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
Interesting. So splicers are still after the big daddies. So I'm guessing the thing is Ryan created the big daddies, sort of, kinda. Adam created, or Atlas / Frank Fontaine created Adam, but Ryan created the big daddies. So I'm guessing Lamb is trying to use the little sisters to control Rapture, but the big daddies and such and the whole system that Ryan set up is still kind of going. So her splicers and stuff don't completely control the big daddies, nor the little sisters. You know, it's not set in stone, so she must still be vying for control of this place. The question is, who's stopping her? If anybody. You know? I mean, really, how many people can be down here? You'd think the war with Atlas and Ryan would have drained the manpower of this place, but you never know, I suppose. But then again, I mean, let's be fair, I'm a big daddy, right? So, if the big daddies aren't loyal to Sophia Lamb, and, you know, Ryan's gone and Atlas is gone, there's gotta be something going on. Who knows? This fucking chick. Go! Interesting. The Atlantic Express.
Ah, Herr Delta. You arrive, as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Go to Bridget Tenenbaum.
I'll take 3 this time. Do you understand that? 3. And I bagged up all the blankets.
Workers have ID badges available at all times.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
I'm pretty sure I shot him more than once. Let's see, remote darts. Okay, so we have a hack tool. You got a hack tool, press to fire to machines to divert them to your side. Okay, cool. Remote hack darts. To hack a machine, press E to stop the needle on a green section of the meter to advance. White will give you a nasty shock. Sweet. I'm fairly good at the whole hacking thing, so we're going to use it a lot this campaign. You can also proximity hack by approaching and pressing B. Hacked security bots are friendly, will attack your enemies, get a blue bonus while hacking to upgrade their damage. Sweet. We will be reborn. So obviously religion's not gone.
I ain't dead yet. Your chest is Marvin.
Holy shit.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
Ah. So as you can see now, Sophia Lamb is a collectivist. She's the extreme of the other side. Ryan was a staunch individualist. He rejected basically everything that had anything to do with collectivism or the group. But Sophia Lamb rejects the self. She doesn't like anything that has to do with the individual, and she likes the group. She cares nothing for the individual. A little more, I don't want to say fascist, because collectivism is not exclusively fascist. You know, communism and socialism are like that.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the checkup police vanishing them in the night? Regardless, this Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner in her field. Fine. If she can quiet the rattling of the great chain's weakest links, I will leave her to it.
Interesting.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love. It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Jesus. Huh.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Hey, there's my security bot. Cool. Wow, look at that. Lamb will lead the way. She's fucking wacko.
Careful. Security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever...
Hacked cameras work for you, spotting enemies and sending security bots after them. Get a blue bonus while hacking for a friend longer.
They can be made to serve you.
Just me?
I got bigger fish to fry. Who is that?
Someone knock?
Preservation! Self-preservation!
Cool. Okay. We are but the stones to pave the way.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
Come soon to come find me. Telekinesis? That's dope.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Evolve today! Press and hold to grab objects with telekinesis, release to throw them. She knows the way.
Outside now, eyeballing with all the can-can girls. And if anybody gets lippy, pal, got the bomb.
Holy shit.
Or, what is this?
There would be no Rapture without me. No city without the Atlantic Express. Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach. But these days, personal bathyspheres are all the rage. My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now. And the city's just left me behind. Plenty of cash in the bank, though. This private vehicle craze will blow over soon.
Interesting. So this guy built a train that would take you all through the oldest parts of Rapture. Very curious indeed. There's a lot to explore here. This is Mark
These
Meltzer.
people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
Interesting.
feel Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you. I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
This bitch is off her noodle! She's fucking crazy! I'm gonna kill you, bitch. You wait. Give me back my daughter.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
Holy shit. So Andrew Ryan and Sophia Lamb used to debate about things. Apparently she wasn't that bad.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
Interesting. So, you know, natural selection, right? Andrew Ryan seems to kind of glorify natural selection and such. And yet Sophia Lamb does not. She actually doesn't think that competition is necessarily the best thing. Curious. Let's try hacking one of these. What happens if you hack something? Hacked vending machines have more items and cheaper prices. Get a blue bonus while hacking to drop a free item.
Welcome to the circus of value.
You have to count for evolution. That's what she said. Actually, the audio is a little loud in that. Just a little. Let's do 5. You have to account for evolution, and that's interesting. Holy shit.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
lot of splicers.
I got right talking to you. That's all you got?
Where you going, baby?
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in the Rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
She's at Fontaine Futuristics. And you gotta remember that Fontaine had power. That was where we fought. Well, it wasn't necessarily where we fought previously. Trap wivets will never fire against you. Special ammo. Look at that, Sinclair Solutions, protector munitions, 60mm sensor release trap rivets. Sinclair Solutions.
Dr. Su Chong's death was a nasty blow to the protector program, but I'm gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again, but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight. Like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need something more. Something stronger. An unbreakable physiological bond.
Interesting. So Dr. Su Chong, I mean, we had found him dead in the first game. We don't know how long he'd been dead, though. It looks like this guy, Gil Alexander, took over for him. Took over for his work. So what kind of bond is he talking about there? That's the real question. What exactly does he mean?
Here, in the ticket booth. Press the button so we can speak face to face. You see? This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something. And I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins. And the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind that mask hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
Lamb will take this place apart to find you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
Holy shit! Come on, bitches! See what you got! Bring it on, fuckers!
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Eleanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
Okay, so Tenenbaum is gone.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, Sport, Esquire. Old Tenenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Eleanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
Alright, so Augustus Sinclair is an attorney, but we already know that he runs Sinclair Solutions. I wonder what else he runs.
Sophia Lamb has taken Rapture and is responsible for stealing children from the surface. Her splicers destroyed my submersible and forced me to run. But the ticket booth here is secure, and though I cannot trust him, Sinclair is a valuable ally. I have already rescued a few of the new little ones from Lamb. They all want to know how we will get home. I wish I had the right words for them.
Alright. Well, I think this is a good place to take a break here, actually. I do hope you guys are enjoying BioShock 2. This game is definitely a little different than the first one. The tone and the ideological themes are much different. And I'm actually not sure which one is better. By the end of the game, though, I will give you my experience on it and my opinion on it. There's some things that I really like about this one that I think the first one does not have. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Consider supporting us on Patreon. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.